Good late afternoon, everybody. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing good today. My stream says it's begun, but I can't see anything, so who knows if we're live. I just assume we are, and it's probably right. And if it's not, then you know what, this is a stream just for me. Oh, I've got some on my lights, so my background's all fuzzy. Do you like that? That's what it really looks like behind me. I actually sit in front of the universe. What if Toy Cat is the universe? Anyway, today we're digging under a volcano. Do you know the volcano? If not, oh god, my eyes. If not, you are missing out. So the volcano is a delightful... Look how much prettier I am with the lighting than without the lighting. I'm just saying. Anyway, so the volcano is this rather delightful thing right here. But we can fall through it, and then we're underneath the volcano. But the problem is even though we have this delightful space down here, right now, kind of lacking. How is it lacking, I hear you ask? It needs to be bigger, and it needs to be more of a fixed space. I don't know if we want it to be necessarily square, but I think we want to square it off, at the very least, right? So, at the very least, everything should be level, and at the very least, everything should have, like, a purpose. And I might even turn this into, like, some proper tunnel that heads somewhere. I don't know where, I don't know what. But yeah, I've got an entire area that's just covered in blocks, that's ugly. It's, like, kind of messy. It's kind of unrounded, and so we're going to be fixing it. The second I join the stream, I'm already hearing about what if Toy Cat is the universe. You ever consider what if the universe is you? Also, thank you, Techno Gamer, for the first tip of the day. That's that number you said. That's the funny number. That's the one that people laugh at because it is funny, and I'm glad that you could make me laugh with that today. Do you want to hear my laugh? Haha. See, that was real, that was genuine, that was from the heart right there. Anyway, speaking of, make sure the lava doesn't start a house fire. There's an interesting thing, when you buy a house, you need to, for the mortgage company to, because, you know, if you don't, like, the reason mortgages are so cheap, compared to, like, any other type of debt, you know, credit card debt is expensive because you can just not pay it back. But a mortgage, if you don't pay back the mortgage, then the mortgage company will take your house. And so, you know, as a result, they want to make sure that your house doesn't burn down, because if it burns down, they can't take it, and then it just becomes like any other type of debt. And so one of the things that you have to do is you have to confirm to the mortgage company you have house insurance. It's like a legally binding assurance you make. I think they probably are meant to check it too, but they just asked me, and I said yeah, and they said sure. But anyway, so you need to confirm you have home insurance before you can buy a house. And one of the interesting quirks of that is that, you know what? If you are subscribed to IBX Toy Cat, famously you are less likely to die in a house fire, and so they don't even need proof of your insurance. They'll just be like, oh, you're subscribed? That's great. You know, glad to hear I won't be hearing from any house fires in the area. You know, glad your children won't burn, but more importantly, I'm glad that you made the right decisions in your YouTube subscriptions. Someone said, because like chat's like 5 seconds behind, is this gonna go deep? And it's like, no, that is as deep as we get today. So let's also remove all of these blocks. Hey, thank you, Black Wizards. Toy Cat, oh no, why does this happen to me? You know, when does it happen? It happens on the, you know, it happens in I number of years. There you go, the square root of -1. Now you know. Breaking news, house fire rates dropped to 0%. I'm just saying, if we can get the channel to 7 billion subscribers, we can end house fires. No, one of my favorite hobbies from this last year, because like, you know, one of the things that I've learned about 2020, you know, I don't know what, you know, like this is a loss of everything for everyone. And one of the things that I've realized from it, you know, being on like the side of like, but like people are intelligent. You know, I decided this year to make the people can make their own decisions argument, and people don't like that. People cannot make their own decisions is the prevailing wins. And one of the quirks that comes out of that is, so like I've been looking to like death sources from a lot of things. Like, did you know 15,000 people a year?
Streams, Mr. Toy Cat.
Hey, Jaden Ogden, good to see you, all the way from New Zealand. I think they meant, is the hole gonna be deep? You know what, the hole is gonna be as deep as you'd like it to be. Wink wink, question mark. Yeah, wait, since you're Toy Cat, you only have a 0.1% chance of burning in a house fire. YouTube doesn't let me to subscribe myself. Like, I take a very big risk every time I go to sleep at night. No, there actually is. One of my plug sockets buzzes in a way that, like, makes me kind of nervous. And then I go, you know what? Probably not going to happen, but that's not safe. That's not what you got to do. You got to get your phone and or computer out right now and subscribe to IBX Toycat. But like one of my favorite things has been like looking into how many people die from various things this year. You know, just for like fun comparisons, because like, you know, the numbers like okay, so like when it comes to this is a famous Stalin quote, like one man's death is a tragedy, a million is a statistic or something like that. And it really is true. When you hear 1 million people died, you don't comprehend that as 1 million individual people. You can comprehend that as like, oh yeah, that's 1,000 times 1,000 people. But like, you know, like even 1 million, like comprehending 1 million Minecraft blocks is hard, and that's something you might actually have. 1 million blocks is like, what would that be, like 18,000 stacks of something. It's unlikely that you've had it, but you can come at least close. But like a lifetime is something, you know, like that's something you spend a long time living. So it's kind of hard to work out. Why do signs not burn, but wood does? Look, we don't question these things on this channel. We don't question these things. Campfires and hay bales for a smoky volcanic effect, says Cole J. Oh, that's smart. Yeah, if I put a bunch of campfires. Oh, I really like that idea actually. I don't know. Wait, we might have to try that. That's a really, you know what, Cole J? Comment of the day. You know, so many of my comments are things like, also Stalin says, thank you for quoting me. So many of my comments are like, boy, just dig from Jack White. No, thank you. Hi, Ava. What are you going to put inside the volcano? It's going to be a secret evil lair, of course. Wouldn't it be funny if it was literally nothing in here? The signs are subscribed. Exactly, the signs know what they're doing. But that I like that. I like that as the official explanation. So the signs subscribe to IBX Toycat. Wooden doors, they don't, and you can see the price they pay. I enjoy looking at how people die each year. Toycat 2020. No, so there's 7 billion human beings, right? And so with the average age being 80, that means that you'd expect. Obviously, it doesn't work this way because demographics don't work this way. But you know, like on an average year, it's weird if you don't lose like what would it be, like just under 100 million people from some cause or another. And then when you start to think like, oh, most of those causes are, you know, not preventable with our current resources, but preventable in the sense that like in a future world they won't happen, and it's like, whoa, that is a sacrifice that is being made right there. And like, you know, it's kind of unquestioned because it just happens, you know. Like the consequences of like inaction are interesting in that like most of the time they're just seen as like, well, that's just what happens, you know. Like I have one of my favorite moral dilemmas is like should you be obliged to save someone's life? You know, like you're walking along, you spot someone drowning, should you be obliged to save them? In some countries it is like you are compelled to legally. Like if you do not, that is manslaughter because you could have saved them and you didn't. 69 funny forward, exactly. Also, thank you, pleb lol. Good to see you. I hope you are in fact not a pleb. You know, I do not take plebs in my live streams. 69 funny forward. I agree. If you can swim. Yeah, I mean, I can't swim, but like, yeah, obviously I assume it's based on the if you can swim principle. But even if you can't swim, you could probably like help in some way. You know, if you don't help to the best of your ability, then that is the same as condemning someone to die. Is the argument that they stand on, rightly or wrongly. Okay, this is getting nice already, by the way. I'm liking this. 69 is the ultimate compromise if you're a cannibal. I mean, meat in the middle, high quality, 10 out of 10. You look like Samwise Gamgee from Lord of the Rings. I know. I've always been saying this myself. Like, I wake up every day and I'm like, why don't I look more like Samwise Gamgee? And I'm glad someone's finally acknowledging that I've gotten there. I've finally hit the level where I can say I'm that successful. And I'm very pleased with myself. See, I don't know why I dug out an extra block everywhere. I guess I could replace it with Nevrac, and that'd be pretty swell. Yeah, I guess I might as well. Like, keep the Never vibe going. Yeah, there's no good reason not to, so we're gonna keep on removing them. But, I would be the person drowning. Yeah, I've always assumed that I would die of drowning, and it hasn't happened yet, which I'm pretty impressed by. But yeah, so like, you know, like, is inaction the same as lack of action? Because to me, I don't know why. I just feel like helping someone, when you compel someone to help someone, it's not helping someone, it's doing what is good. You know, like, so one of the things that I used to find annoying, people who said, why did you save? Why did you, why did you do this heroic thing? They'd always interview them. They'd be like, I just did what anyone would do. And it's like, well, you didn't just do what anyone would do, would you? No one else went in and saved those kittens from the burning fire. Let's not downplay the success of your achievement. But I think it actually is, again, I haven't been in this situation, but I feel like when something bad happens, you're like, there is an internal thing being like, you've got to do something. And that's why I'm like, therefore, ooh, is this fine? This is fine. Also, thank you, Samwise, the real hero. I agree, Joe Tez. Can I admit one of my greatest shames? I have, in fact, never watched... actually, I watched all 3 of the Lord of the Rings, but I've fallen asleep during 2 of them. So, have I really watched them? Can you say you've watched a movie if you sleep most of the way through it? That's the big question of the day, I think. No one else saved those kittens from a non-subscriber. Yeah, right. Instead of being like, oh, you should have saved their lives, we should say, wait, why were you not subscribed to IBX Toycat? We all know that's the way to prevent house fires, and yet you decided not to do it? Pretty irresponsible, dude. Okay, let's take all this, throw it in there, boom. Again, now let's use the Netherrack. And I guess we should go for like a consistent vibe everywhere. Also, this isn't done either. Okay, there we go, nice. But I don't like Lord of the Rings that much. Big fan of when the old dude goes, you shall not pass. That is a meme on the internet indeed. It's funny because it's used in places. You're lucky being subscribed counts as house insurance. That's what I say when I'm committing. Would it be fraud? Yeah, it'd be fraud. Fraud's one of those crimes that like sounds like not very big of a deal. Like it's a crime that doesn't protect.
First time I am able to catch a live stream. My husband and I love
Hey, Christine Maynard. First of all, love the last name Maynard. 2 reasons why. One is I feel like there's a famous economist with the last name Maynard, but way better. I want to say the company that makes the wine gums is Maynard. Am I correct about that? Maynard's. Oh, yeah, Waynard Bassett's. They make the wine gum. You might be related. I know you're American based on the US dollars. I guess you through marriage, unless that's your maiden name. There's a lot of questions that I'm not going to dive into of that, but you might be related to the people who make the wine gums, and I'm just saying, you should look into that. Also what I'm saying is thank you very much for the $10. I'm glad you like the videos, and I hope you enjoy your first live stream. They are hell on earth, one could say. Get it? Because we're using Netherrack. Okay, it's not a good joke. It's not even an okay joke, but I keep on trying anyway, because because I enjoy it that much. Wine gums are awful. I'll be honest, wine gums aren't great, but are they terrible? Maybe not. Are they bad? Yes, also. But I don't know. I find it interesting. How do you get the ideas for your builds? Says Chaz30. Honestly, I have more ideas than I have time in Minecraft. Every time someone says that, I'm like, should I just make another ideas video for someone to enjoy? I never do, but I should. Would you like? Well, actually, would you like to see an ideas video? And how do I make that like less uninteresting to people? How do I make that like compelling? That's always the question I have to ask about things. Wine gums are just non-fizzy fruit pastels. Yeah, fruit pastels really are just fizzy wine gums. Yes, I need ideas. Okay, spoiler for that video then. I think the best idea, like it's a terrible idea, but I want to do it anyway, is like I saw someone, I think they even sent it to me, but you know how you like build things inside of glass bottles? Someone built a glass bottle around a desert temple, and I was just like, this is so good. I love this. Harrison is yes. Harrison did the edit on today's video, and I've had so many nice words about the way that was edited. So Harrison, if you're watching, and he is always, even if he's not here now, he catches up, and he has seen every recorded word of mine. So Harrison, you did a good job. He is our hero. We need to all appreciate Harrison. Harrison the Great. How many toy cats does it take to solve the world's problems? 1. Okay, here's another one of those weird dilemmas, right? Like, trust is something we always talk about having, and we kind of need trust in society. do you trust someone if you verify what they say? You know, if someone says, you know, you can trust me, you know, like, I don't know. Trust me, there is, you know, like, I've given you the money. It's in your... If you then verify the things that they say, you know, trust me, it's like this. If you verify something, are you not trusting them? Is Harrison Gandalf? Oh, sorry, it's Harrison Gandalf. I would say he is. We don't deserve Harrison. I agree. Oh, I see it. Harrison the Great. Gandalf the Great. See, I've watched so little Lord of the Rings, and it's been so long. Reference flew so far over my head, Deshi. So far over my head. If you trust them, you don't have to verify. You don't have to, but if you do, is that an admission of not trusting? Because, like, in society, we have, like, 2 methods for doing things. And I'd say, like, in general, because as technology increase... Okay. I had this debate with a Christian friend once. That, like, one of the... In a world where there's, like, very little surplus labor, let alone surplus time, like, you kind of need people to self-police, so you need trust. But nowadays, because we... You know, you know, like, you can trust people, or you can try to verify the things. So, for instance, like, the laws about drugs used to be police. They used to verify. Now they use trust. They're like, hey, don't do that. But if you do, you know, I trust that you're not going to do it. You know, it's the law, so you're not going to. Don't worry, I know. I trust you. You know, like, you know, using force, I guess, is a different, like, set of words and debate you could have. But, like, not the edge that we deserve, but the edge that we leave. We live in a society. I mean, people say that always when I'm like, you know, how is this a thing? But we do live in a society. You know, isn't that crazy? You think about it, we live in a society. The crazy thing about the internet is it's a different set of societies. You ever realize that? What's going on there? But gotta go to an appointment. Have a good stream. We'll catch up later. Thank you for becoming a member again,
I was wondering what your thoughts were on the Dream speedrunning drama. Also, I tried to use Streamlabs, but it wasn't working for me.
I'm glad that it's all over and he's basically admitted, oh yeah, based on the numbers, it does seem almost impossible that I didn't cheat. Like, it's the closest you can get to someone admitting openly that, like, yes, maybe this wasn't authentic. Now that it's over and, like, that admission of guilt is basically out there, I do like that, you know, now that it's out there, it's like, it was bad for the speedrunning world in the sense that, like, now there's so much, there we go, boom, goes into this, right? Most speedrunning systems operate on, like, well, it looks fine, so we'll trust it. And then when something goes really wrong, they ask to verify. Like, you know what, this is fine. Now it's not. Don't put ice cream in your back pocket in China. I don't know what that comment was, but I bet I accidentally read something racist. I think the technology base means there's less trust, more verification is required, like checks and stuff. Yeah, like, here's an interesting one, for example. Like, you can verify where someone is. You don't have to just trust that they're somewhere. You can be like, can you just give me your GPS real quick?
Stubble or cleaned up beards are seen as intrinsically more trustworthy. Then there is the attractiveness bias, too. Trust is weird. Also, the low toy
trust is so weird. Also, thank you for using Streamlabs, and thank you for trying. Previously, Mr. Salty Depressed. But I hope you're all having great days. You know, I hope everyone's having a good day, regardless of whether you're Scotty, Nikoski, or Salty Depressed. But I hope you guys have better days. I hope your house is burned slightly less than fire. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so there's this also, if 1,000 people watch one person drown, will they all be arrested? Yeah, that's the bystander effect. I think in reality, no one is ever arrested under those laws. They're just nice-sounding laws to make people think, wow, I have to do something or I will be arrested. But I've never thought that's, like, the most convincing way to get people to do things. Like, ignoring that it's not what you want to do, you know? I think forcing people is the last resort, right? Like, okay. Also, should I make the floor grass or stone? I guess stone? Neither really makes too much sense, though. What do I need to do to make the pig step sound, says Isaac. Hey, thank you for asking. What you need to do is you need to become a member. How do you become a member? There's a little button down there. And right now, as of me saying these words, we are at... Wait, let me reconfirm. We're at 418 channel members. as of this very second. Which, if you recall, is very close to a fun number. Yeah, no, I've been loving all the support we've got in terms of remembering this week. Thank you for everyone who chose to do that. Do you see any posts about civil war in the Netherlands right now? Oh, I have been. Also, hey, Jordan! That's how you get Pigstep to play. And it's very fitting for this stream, in my opinion. You should put magma and glass. Oh, magma and glass is pretty as a combination. Like, do people not murder each other because they'll be arrested? And people who do murder even care? Yeah, murder's the famous example. Like, you're so motivated that the law doesn't stop you. It's an interesting thing because, like, for instance, like, one of the things that keeps the, like, okay, you know, for instance, oh god, what was that? Did you see something? I feel like I saw something fall through. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Hey, Isaac! Isaac? I say Isaac, but I'm pretty sure it's Isaac. I knew an Isaac once, and honestly, he was one of the weirdest dudes I knew. He had a weird look at me, like he hated me. Like he had a, I despise you. I remember, wait. Let me tell you about the Isaac I knew in my life and how much I hate him. But I like you anyway, Isaac. Thank you for becoming, if I'm not mistaken, let me confirm, the 420th member. We have 420 members. Hey, thank you very much for hitting 420. 420 likes at the same time as 420 members. That's a funny number. It's funny. You've got to laugh, internet. Did you get it? Oh, I thought it was nighttime. I don't know how I went all this way without realizing that it wasn't. So I need to go get a shulker box. Good news is I have one by my house. Funny. Thank you, Imja. It's funny because that number usually refers to, you know, it's very funny. It's humorous. 420 Toy Cat, says Jacqueline Smith. Okay, is everyone laughing? You better be laughing. Are you not laughing? It's 420. It is a number that signifies drugs. That's funny. It's really. I'm not using it in the. Therefore it's a joke. Are we getting it yet? Is it drilled? This is how you lose all the world subscribers. Anyway, so Jessica Forsyth. Hey, thank you.
Cat, long time no see. Here is my toy cat tax with back taxes.
Thank you so much, Jessica. It has been a long time. I mean, it's been a busy time of year for us all. I was gonna say myself included. You know, yourself included. Yourself included. And it's been a busy time for us all, yourself included. And you know, I understand how things get. OMG, it's so hilarious. What if it was 69,420 now? That'd be funny. Okay, chat, that's the new goal. We need to get 69,000 channel members. How are we gonna do it? I don't know, but that's the goal. Can we? We're now 1% of the way there. Maybe less, actually. Oh no, make the floor out of jungle planks. It'd be both ugly and impractical, just how you like it. I mean, I do have a lot of jungle logs lying around here. It does seem like a waste not to use them. Ugly and impractical, or you know, screw it. Yeah, why not? I'll make them into half slabs so they go further. Oh, I can't find the exit. Wait. I need to remember where this entrance is relative to everything else. I feel like it's here. It's not here. Okay, I can find this. If it's not easy to find, that's good news because it means that no one's going to accidentally walk in there. Maybe? Is it over here? No, it's not. Wait, I can find this. It'll be easy. It's got to be like over up here? Yeah, it's up there somewhere. Or down here somewhere. Because it's like 5 layers below. You know, I'm not getting in. Let's just do good old-fashioned technique. We'll fly up, we'll fly down, we'll fly deliberately through it, and there we go. Could that have gone terribly wrong? Yes, it could. Am I glad it didn't? Yes, I am. Yeah, let's do jungle floor. You know, jungle floor. I want we can get 69 people to donate this stream. Goals. I never keep an eye on how many people tip. Because, like, obviously, like, when a Scotty Nikoski comes through, when we get a Jeff Watkin, you know, like there are different amounts. Also, have a funny number. Do you get it? Like, it's funny. Like he said, he did 420, but not in its usual context, and so we're laughing because drugs are taboo. Everyone laughing yet? We better be. Haha, funny number. I have no idea what to say, but hey, hello, a pigeon. It's good to see you. I like pigeons. Do you like pigeons? With a name like that, I certainly hope so. I'm excited to jump in here, February 14th. It's February the 2nd, Logan55YT. Next Tuesday, 6 days from today, you will be able to jump in this volcano yourself. Wait, this volcano doesn't exist in that copy. As soon as the map updates, afterwards, it'll be a thing. Please build an axolotl farm underneath the volcano. That's a fun idea too. When will you make speedrun streams? Says Peter Andonovsky. I loved the speedrunning, but I don't want to do something that I'm not like the best at. And honestly, every time I speedrun, I'm like, you know what? I'm rusty at this. And since I have to like I have to show people it to get better. I know, like I feel like I don't get better while I'm streaming, but also spending hours just getting better at something to stream feels counterproductive. Like the point of streams is to show you the long form part of stuff. So like getting into speedrunning again is like kind of a Herculean task. Yeah, I guess there probably are better ways to handle that, but I haven't. So Kat, you could become a reader for an audiobook with your calming English voice, to be honest. I'm really bad at enunciation, and my voice doesn't... Okay, I've had so many people assume I'm not British. On the train yesterday, someone's like, are you from America? Admittedly, I'm with my American girlfriend, so like, people spot her accent quite easily as soon as we're outside of London. But, yeah, anyway, it's a whole thing. My cat is coming to say hi. Oh yeah, I looked at House on Monday. I didn't realize till I was there and afterwards where the guy was like, so you viewing any other day? I was like, oh, yeah, you probably meant to view more than one in a day. So like next Tuesday, I've got a plan to like view like 5. Just like, you know, whole range. Anything that's like maybe even a possible purchase, I'll do it. I still can't get over. How's your day going, says Brody Privet. My day's going really well. Thank you for asking. How is yours, Brody? You know, let's not talk about me. That's not what live streams are here for. Live streams are to talk about... That's functionally false. That is factually incorrect. The live stream is to talk about me. But can you show us your cat? I wish I had a cat to show, TV Cat. I want to get a weird, bizarre animal, though. Okay. I've seen, like... You know, having animals, like, if you want a dog or a cat, just walk down your street, pick one up. A week later, you'll see missing posters. Give the dog back. Now you've got a dog for a week, and also, you know, maybe even some money when you get a reward. Unethical life pro tip, maybe, but easy way to have a dog without the long-term commitment. Sure, okay, we've already solved how to have a dog. But, if you want a skunk or something, you have to go to a zoo. You can't even pet it. So, get a skunk as an animal. Boom. Cats are tried and true pets. So cat, get a tiger. Says Reese's Puffs. You know, tiger, compelling choice, except it's not. It's a terrible choice. Okay, let's now place the Junglewood slab down. This whole idea came from one person saying, wouldn't this be ugly? Did a village pillager spawn behind me? Did you hear that? Okay, whatever, it's fine. Hey! Do. Thank you very much, Jack Burridge, for becoming the 421st member. I'm loving the member trains recently, and thank you to everyone who decided to become a part of them. Okay, we'll just light... Oh, we can light up underneath the slabs. Ah, yeah, I like that. I guess there's lighting from the ceiling. We don't need to do that. We can make this area unusually lit by having a lot of these little holes there. So, yeah, let's do that. Let's have, like, an unusually well-lit area. Place a torch there, place a torch here. And now we place the slabs above it. Even when you, like, entirely hide the torches, like we're gonna do, you can see how, like, it's better lit than its surroundings by a little bit. So it kind of highlights it, which I think is fun. Also, getting a normally long cat. That's a fun idea, Isaac. I know long cats, like, aren't that special to me. Maybe I'm just living my life wrong. Maybe I'm in the wrong here. But I just, you know, long cats, that's like every cat. I see so many people show, like, here's how long my cat is. And it's like, yeah, you can, cats aren't long because cats are like, you know, they hunch their bodies up or whatever. Imagine a skunk as a pet, though. Everyone's going to be like, wait, is that legal? And you're going to go, don't tell the police. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a bonding moment. You know, There is a law saying you can't have skunks, but do they verify the law? Are there regular skunk checks? There are not, because the police trust you not to have a skunk. Or do they really just not care whether you do or don't? They just need... You know, because that's the funny third area. Like, you not tell people not to do things, hope they don't, and then verify when it's really bad. Like, checking that someone hasn't murdered someone, really good idea. Yeah, that's kind of... I really feel like I've never been... I can't confirm this. But I feel like... Actually, wait, is anyone super religious? So I've been to confession before. I am technically a Catholic, fun fact. Has that ever come up? I don't think it has. So I'm on the list going to heaven if Catholics are right, and that's how things are going. Can't say I've done much since, but I've done confession, and the guy's just like, tell me all your secrets. If you don't tell me secrets, you don't pass the class. And so I made up things to confess, because like I felt weird telling a stranger about all my most intimate. You know, like, I don't want to tell them about the bad things I've done between me and myself. Thank you very much. You know, I'm taking those things to the grave. You're not learning about what happened. Anyway, so come to confession with me, Toy Cat, says David Salamano. No, but what I want to know is, like, people out there, do you think that if you admitted murder, do you think that you're, like, priest? Is what it's, yeah, priest, I guess. Do you think that they should tell the police, or not the police maybe, but like, do you think they should do something about it, or do you think they should be secret keepers, you know? Like, because, you know, in every other profession, there's like a law, like, you know, doctors have patient confidentiality unless you're going to be a harm to yourself or others. You know, should religion have the same rule? Like, you know, we're not going to tell anyone, we're not going to snitch, but, you know, unless those things. So if you murdered someone, use, like, you know, every lawyer has the rule of, like, you know, if you're going to admit you did the crime to me, please, first of all, please don't. Second of all, please don't, and make it at least ambiguous, you know. They would tell the police. Absolutely. See, right, I two immediately diverging things. Also, I have the long boys shipped. The long boys are, like, in the process of being made, I believe, right now. Like, they're all being made to the order. They're making the exact number that people ordered. Then they're gonna, you know, then they're gonna get rid of the tools that they did so. And then they'll never be made again. It's a whole thing. It's exciting. I almost owned a skunk in the UK. There was no law. I just went to visit a breeder and had one go to sleep in my lap as well as feeding a raccoon. Okay, you know what? I don't believe about the feeding a raccoon thing. You're going to have to send me a link to my Twitter right now, or you are discredited as a person, Jeff Watkins. Because I would love a raccoon as a pet. Like, it's one of those dumb pets. But, like, I want a dumb pet. Like, why settle for a normal pet? You know, there are cat cafes. There are little dog borrowing services you can have. That's not a thing you get for skunks. Actually, there's a raccoon cafe in South Korea, but South Korea might as well not exist for the purpose of the next 2 or 3 years. The reason people go to the priest is so they can talk about it without going to jail, says So Sibs. But, like, you know, I just feel like the priest is still gonna call on them, you know? Anyway, so priests can't tell the police. I mean, can they not, or do they not? Because I feel like if they did, they wouldn't, like, it wouldn't be, like, public knowledge. You get me? Because if it was public knowledge, no one would confess to them. Like, they want you to think that they would never tell someone, even if they do. Because, you know, like, regardless, like, this is why trust is so hard. Because people want you to trust them, regardless of whether or not you can trust them, because that's how you tell them the exciting information. Like, have you ever told someone, like, okay, you can't tell anyone else this? And they're like, yeah, don't worry. And then they take it, and then you're like, how did people find out? And it's like, oh, I told other people. Didn't I tell you not to do that? Yeah, but then I wanted to tell someone else, and so I did. And you're like, well, I can't fault that logic. That is, you have worked your way around me, sir. We're gonna go to sleep. Just because I don't like it being night outside. In fact, let's just bring the bed with me. Let's put the bed inside the mountain. Is that smart? Some would say not. Okay, we're gonna go for a lot more fire damage again. Oh, yep, here we go, we're good. Oh, I need to get jungle wood. Oh, I was just out there anyway. Hey. Thank you, a pigeon, for becoming a channel member. You know, some would say that a pigeon is just a pigeon. But I would say a pigeon is a hero. Oh, it's not far enough away from mobs. Is this far enough away from mobs? Okay, there we are. What do you think about streaming a music discount of your world on the 2nd of February? You can pretend you don't know your way around since you've got the disc locations. I I would feel bad doing it because no one in their right mind would believe it was real, even though like half of them would be. Should we do it? Nah, maybe, chat. I want to do something in my Let's Play World in a second. I haven't decided what yet. I'm gonna download a copy of my world just because I think it would be very interesting, you know? I worry the cave update would break the parity progress between Java and Bedrock due to technical issues worse than the Never update. How do you feel? So those technical issues are the things that they are ironing out. See, Melly, this is a good question. This is like, I could spend a whole Q&A Saturday, 5-minute block talking about this. But to answer it simply and quickly, Melody, I think that they are working on fixing those technical issues right now. I would not be surprised to hear they fixed... Ooh, a charge creeper. I would not be surprised to hear they fixed them in their entirety. We don't know for sure, but who knows. I love your kids. Vids. Any tips for starting out YouTube as a kid in the country? Oh, that's where I read kids. Okay, I've not just got some weird accent to replace thing with thing. Also, yes, paying for your own Minecraft world, mega stonks. I mean, it's just as stonks as the fact that I pay you and then you pay me right back via Streamlabs, Harrison Gray. You're not. It's a bizarre system we've worked out here, but I guess it will. Oh, and I moved all the wood from this chest. Damn it, we gotta fly back to the house. Okay, let's go. Hey Toy Cat, would you rather have an easier way to find netherite or a double-ended chest in Minecraft? Hey, Mighty One! Thank you for becoming a channel member. You are the 420... What is that, 423rd channel member? Wait, I lost count because I can't count from 1 to... I think 423rd, yeah, whoa. Thank you very much. You know, we are killing it. And I appreciate it. That's like, honestly, one of my favorite feelings is like doing a thing and doing it well. And one of the things I feel like I've been, like, I feel like the streams have been going, like every stream we've got like a few members joining and like being like, yeah, actually I'd love to support these, especially during the Januaries or whatever. And it means a lot to me, chat. Thank you. To all of my 423 members, thank you. To everyone out there who's like, you know, nah, still thank you for showing up. Just less thank you. You know, that's what people really are saying when they're like, oh, you're whether you just watched or whether you like subscribed, you know, became like a person who like helped out on, because it's like you know, ratio thing. It's like the Pareto principle, like a tiny number of people make most of the influence in a given field. You know, like if you think about like politics, right? Like it's deliberately set up so that 1 in every, you know, 100,000 people is a representative on behalf of everyone else. And so very deliberately, 0.01% of people make 100% of the laws. And that seems like it's like, oh, so that's, oh god, we can't see the lava, we can just see. That was bizarre. See, render distance, it's fun. What can I say? Love the videos. So my tips would be, find a niche that works. Like, what videos do you want to watch that don't exist? Make those. Make them. Do it. You won't. Toy Cat, could you put a layer of water under the lava to counteract the burning damage? Yeah, my plan is to have some amount of water, like, in the center somewhere, maybe. Potentially. How do we... Okay, wait. How do we make fire... campfires, chat? Is it 4 logs and 1 coal? Let's just look at the recipe. You know, we're here anyway. A campfire is... Oh, we don't have any of the ingredients. Is it even called a campfire? Hello! It's good to see you. Get an anteater, by the way, says Ton618. I've been considering exotic animals. Indeed, you've heard that. Anteaters aren't, like, wild exotic. Like, they're just little dogs that eat ants. And it's like, you know... Like, if the most interesting thing... You know, like, when your name is, like, Anteater, it's like, the most interesting thing about you is you eat ants. Not like, hyped about that. That's not hugely impressive. 3 logs, 1 coal, 3 sticks. So if we get some hay bales, if we get some campfires, we could do some really cool stuff. I actually like that idea. Add some fire coral and some volcano fishies. Oh, volcano fish does sound pretty fun. Oh, I wanted to build the nether inside of here. I just realized it was meant to be the nether. Ah, well, we're here anyway. I like the idea of the magma floor. Maybe some blackstone would have gone well. Yeah, it could have been like under... I guess we're under the lava here. You know, I don't know what we're doing at all. It does look like the nether because of the orange tint that everything has. Like, it's dark, but it's light at the same time, you know? So we did well on that front. Isn't it kind of torture to force exotic animals to live in an environment they don't like? Ah, boo! Who's a lame square trying to ruin my ideas? You're a lame square. Jesus says, okay, never mind. What are your opinions on Trump's censorship, says the ballistic can? There is a really interesting thing that as soon as it became clear that he wasn't president, they're like, well, turns out this was like, they basically said, yep, we would have got rid of him before, but we couldn't because they were the president. And it's a really interesting thing that, like, it shows the power tech companies have, that they can just openly throw it out there. They're like, yep, the moment we don't want to hear from someone, we'll make sure you don't hear from them. Because, you know, is the idea of a tech platform to be a platform, or is the idea that it is a place that they exist in to sell ads and blah, 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 blah. And we believe, you know, as the users, that, like, it's a place where we express ourselves and people choose where to follow. But tech platforms, like, every year they inch it a little bit forwards where they're like, no, it's not about you. You think you get to decide what you watch? No. We decide. You know, YouTube had subscriptions where you chose which channels showed up for you, and they worked out that it was infinitely more you know, like they had much better results. Enjoyable is not the metric they were going for, but they had way better results. More people were watching more videos for longer when they chose the videos for you. Sure, if you choose your own videos, you might do a good job, but we do a great job at choosing videos for you to watch. So it's and that was like the start of it. And then every social media started to realize, like, oh, you know, Facebook used to be your chronological news feed. You went through, you found your new stuff, and then you're done. Now Facebook works. It shows you random posts forever, and it endlessly scrolls. The endless scroll is something every social media does. You can spend as long as you like on every social media. There's no point at which you are done with social media. Hey, thank you, Senpai Niles, for becoming a channel member, the 424th member. I appreciate you, Senpai Niles, for joining. Thank you, Senpai. I think social media is, like, really steadily going along the you don't choose what you watch, we choose what you watch pathway. And I don't like that there's this funny thing, right? Because I clarify this, I'm not taking the weird freedom of speech angle. Like, I think that if you say things that aren't good and that people don't like, yeah, that's. But the point I'm trying to go for is that there is a tech company that will push its interests, and it will use your side of the political debate to push it, so that, you know, like, I think the real issue is the power that Twitter has, that they would leave someone up breaking their terms of service just because they're president, and that they would remove that person on a whim, you know, making a decision to do so when they claim to be a platform where you choose. You know, like, shouldn't people be able to choose, like, not to do a thing? No, they don't get to choose that. That's the tech company's decision. The tech company has the freedom of you know, like, the idea is, you know, the freedom of who picks what they see is now a thing. Hate speech is bad, but it's still part of free speech. Yeah, people always say, like, oh yeah, private companies can choose, like, free speech doesn't mean people have to platform your speech. It means that you get to say it. And I agree, like, you don't have the right to a platform for whatever terrible, questionable things you want to say. But something I think you do have the right to is you have the right to be treated evenly regardless of what you say. If it doesn't, like, there should be clear blah 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 rules, like, okay, yeah, there you can't do X, Y, Z, you can't incite violence, etc., etc. But once you go outside of rules, once you start making editorial decisions, like, oh yeah, if like every site has to selectively enforce policies because of how imprecise they make their wording. And when they do that, it's like, well, then you're not becoming a platform. You're becoming a... It's great. People love this. People love newspapers because a newspaper takes the news and it filters it through your angle, right? People love to not hear about the world as it is. They want to hear about it through their... You know, like if you're a banker, you read the Financial Times because you don't want to hear about the world like, oh yeah, you don't want to hear about these bizarre things that not going to affect you. You want to hear about what's happening. How is it going to affect business? You know, like whose stocks are going up, whose stocks are going down, what countries are going up, down, what currency. You want to hear about business news, right? You want to hear about big stuff like that. If you're like a very local, you know, like a nationally minded person, like you want to hear about like great things your country doing. You want to hear about how great things are. There'll be a newspaper for that just only says good news, basically. If you want to hear about the country through the lens of your political thing, there are that's like one of the first types of papers that gets formed. Like, oh, finally someone understands what it's like to see that, like, when these politicians say any words, bad. When my politicians say good. Like, you know, my side of the political argument, good, objectively correct. Other side, objectively wrong and filled with chomos or something. You know, like I don't know. It's okay. Do you believe social media platforms control politics? I don't think they control it yet. They control the politics of about a third of the population to some extent. But I think it's like people would pick if it weren't for the social media platforms, they'd pick something else. I'm not under the delusion or illusion. Illusion. That people would pick like I think there is this tragic lack of like speaking to people that I think social media put you into contact with people that are like you, which is great. That's what the internet's good for. But I think that leads to like some of the worst division because people, if you look at your Twitter feed, it's almost, or your Facebook feed or whatever social media, everyone's going to agree with you there, and then you're not representatively seeing the world. And if you're not representatively seeing the world, you don't know what it is. You know, like you seeing what people actually think is a really valuable thing. Also, the fire like does a really weird thing. Like you can see the fire from here. And I don't like that you can see that. How much population are swayed by their favorite social media influencers on votes and that stuff, do you think? Oh, I don't think that's a huge part of it. I think people pick social media... I think YouTubers, for example, people would choose to follow them based on... I think your friends have a much bigger impact than a random YouTuber, personally. But I think that your friends, when they share a random YouTuber or a random news piece or something, that's what has the biggest impact. There's a lot of like studies that have been done on that actually. They're like, yeah, like when people share when your friends share news, you assume it's authentic because like, yeah, my friend wouldn't share something fake. I mean, they're not going to enjoy that, and that's where the huge issues start to pile up. Me and a lot of Twitter users got stuck in big tech censorship, so we moved to Minds. It's a lot more wholesome and fun than Twitter. One of the things that scares me, because there's another Twitter alternative that's really big. There's like a few of them actually. There's the same with there's a Reddit alternative called like Vote or something, I think. All of these like alternative sites, they're moving us into a world that I think that knowing about the people who disagree, at the very least, you should know about them, you should understand them, and you should see them as real people. People start to build hate totems around people they dislike, and this is how we get into very bad situations as a society. When we start to see people who don't agree with us as being bottom rung of society, because, they are inhibiting process. The progress I would like to see in society is inhibited by people who disagree with me, but that's fine. They disagree with me, and that's okay. But if I start to think, they disagree with me and they're bad people because only bad people can't see that it's true. After all, look at all these people agreeing with me. Then you can start to justify some bad things. And then you go down the whole like, oh, yep. And then, anyway, it's a mess. Hi, Toy Cat, says Vincent Andrews. Hello, Vincent Andrews. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. Am I doing well? I'm doing as well as a person can do if he is doing well. I should have a respawn anchor in here, and like I should set up like a Nevery base. I did not expect him to go on this long, says a Belisket hen. I've only been going for 49 minutes. My streams are usually a lot longer, actually. I only now just noticed this is live. You know what? It's a Wednesday Let's Play. Who's gonna stop me? I saw on Twitter you got a kid's mail from Olive Garden. I laughed. Says Shocktopus. I love how many people still see that for the first time, like today. You know, there is a beauty. There is a certain beauty to that. I do have to admit. Never base. Never base indeed. I'm considering making a Nev portal inside here that will link to the overworld. I don't know if it'll work that way. Love the slab stairs. Thank you very much. I try my best. I try my best. We're gonna make the walls from this from Nevrac now. He plays Bedrock because Bedrock is greater than Java. So you imagine this, right? I have the opinion. I like Bedrock Minecraft. I play it. I play it because Big Fish. If you don't like Big Fish, then you are objective. Like you're just not looking at the evidence if you don't like Big Fish. Like it's that thing I was like, you know, I used to think that everyone knew the world was deterministic, like everything, and then I realized people disagreed, and I thought they would just disagree. Like every now and then, someone has such an alien opinion that you assume they can't hold it genuinely. And that's because if it's one you haven't heard before, you're like, oh, yeah. And so sometimes that happens. And one of the weirdest parts about it is like it's really easy to just assume like, oh yeah, they don't really believe it. Like I remember once, okay, when I was 14, when I was 14, I got really muddy playing football. I don't remember how or why. Also, soccer, if you're American. So, GME bought this with tendies as the pat. Congratulations. People used to be separated geographically, now we're separated by internet spaces we choose to inhabit. Not sure which is worse, honestly. I think that the problem with the internet spaces version, which, you know, like maybe it's got a lot of benefits as well. Let's not pretend that there are no benefits to separating ourselves, ideologically speaking. Because, like, you know, that means that if you like Minecraft, you can find a channel of you know, like-minded people who like to chill and play some Minecraft. If you like, you know, like, there's a whole realm for this. Also, Big Salmon gang, Big Salmon, everyone, Big Salmon emoji in chat. Obviously, I wish I could make the Big Salmon emoji public. It's only for members, not because if I could make it public, I would. If I could make any emoji public, I would. But if you remember, Big Salmon emoji. That's why we play Bedrock in this chat. That's why we play Bedrock over here. You ever feel an ocean of so sand or magma blocks? I want to. I think I've mentioned this like a few times. Like that would be a fun idea. Why am I not done it yet? Because I'm lame. That's the only reason it can be. So yeah, let's keep on throwing stone in here. We're gonna have a whole stone chest to do another one of those placing streams. Java has beta salmons. Exactly. Java has inferior beta salmons. Bedrock, Chad salmons. They're big, they're salmon, they know what they're doing. It's okay, I'm doing what you're doing with the mountain in hardcore, says Laugh Dead. Ooh, on hardcore, you gotta watch yourself. I guess honestly it's like one of the safest bases you can have though. Like, cause you're underground, so every block is lit up, or it's protected from somewhere. If I pick up a salmon, then place it, does the size change? I've never considered this, Tommy Sayer. I don't believe it does, but I've never tried it, and that's so weird. I wonder why I haven't tried it. Bum 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 bum. Thank you, Jack Davies, for becoming the 425th, maybe 6th. You know, this is why I need a member count. Thank you for becoming the 425th member on the channel. Really appreciate you. You know, mostly I appreciate Pigstep, but I also appreciate your Triforce profile picture. Size does not change. Oh, the size, so you can get a bunch of big salmon fish buckets. Oh, I think I have an idea now. It's a bad idea, but I have an idea now. Why don't we, maybe just maybe, go and collect a bunch of big fish? I mean, It's a good idea. If I had a £500 spare, I'd donate, but I'm a poverty man, so I don't.
I'm okay, I'm not a cheap cat anymore, so I keep checking if I left my oven on. Remember me?
Hey, Vincent Andrews, I do remember you. From Minecraft Dungeons, if I'm not mistaken. What if when someone cancels their membership, it plays Stow? No, when someone cancels their membership, I'm just kidding. I was gonna say they're dead to me. I appreciate anyone who's membered for any amount of time, but your videos are best listened to while sleep deprived. You hear that? My videos make no sense, and you should only watch them when you got no sleep. I'm actually really tired right now. Like do you know how I was streaming early for a week? And by a week, I mean 3 streams. You know how I had like 3 early streams in a row? And by early, I mean an hour earlier. This morning, I woke up at 11. Like, I've been trying so hard to keep my sleep schedule on track. It just doesn't work. Like, I just see the time in the evening as like, oh, I can just have it. I can just play a round of a game or something. I don't know. And so now I'm like crazy tired. I'm gonna get sleep earlier tonight. It's gonna be a whole. You know, actually, today we're gonna have a little bit of a shorter live stream, so I can get some sleep in. I'm not gonna sleep straight afterwards. I'm gonna decompress and I'm gonna sleep. But also, I clicked this thing. It was video. It's live, says Matthew Borchert. I'm sorry that it's live. I'll make it into a video now. So the thing you've got to bear in mind about lava volcanoes is that there's sometimes. Now imagine it cut to my next sentence because I can't cut during a live stream. Sometimes a little fiery, you could say. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I want to make the volcano have some smoke coming out of it. I'm gonna get some so I'm gonna bring Nevrac with me, and then I'm gonna bring some sticks, some charcoal. No, coal's fine. Some sticks, some coal, and some things. Yo, I caught a live stream, says Lexi HG. What up, big fish? I should make a big fish. Oh, I would definitely get sued for that. I should make a big fish plush, was what I was gonna say. And it's like, Minecraft wouldn't even let me package the Ocelot skin with the Let's Play World. They said, nope, that's ours. And it's like, but it's free. I'm like, nope, it's ours. And I was like, but then people could use it's ours. And then I tried, you know, can I tell you about one of the skins I was going to bundle with the Let's Play? Because I wanted to give some free, like, I wanted to, you know, give people a little bit of freedom. I wanted to bundle in the, I'll give people good value, not freedom. Wrong word. You know, have some freedom anyway, though. I'm America's diplomacy right now. Anyway, so we'll take some. I guess we'll take some jungle. We'll take some acacia logs. Belongs to 4J, doesn't it? Oh, but the Ocelot skin belongs to, like, the Ocelot character belongs to Minecraft, and like 4J. I don't think 4J even owns it. They just made it. You get me? Like I want to say Mojang probably bought the rights of them for it. I would be willing to bet. Show me Big Salmon because I played Java, but I do want Bedrock. You want to see the #1 reason to play Bedrock? Do you really? This is a big commitment. You're gonna get yourself into it. Okay, let's make as many campfires as this is. 8. Do we need more? We need more. Oh, they're individual. What a nightmare. Oh. Okay, so we'll take 8 campfires. Then we'll put the sticks back because you know, probably too many anyway. And I'll put some in here. Hey, do you think that Mojang will add features other than new mobs to bring the game to life, like crickets at night or twinkling stars? Because the game is so, like, big, it's almost, like, bloated. Like, it's hard for them to do things. Like, there's this big... Like, they're working on old issues all the time before they can work on new issues. So I'd love to see, like, gameplay, things like that. But it's so established now that it wouldn't feel right to just, like, mess with something like that. Okay, I'm gonna get some hay bales now. Easiest way to get hay bales? It's a good question, but I've got some wheat lying around in here, if I'm not mistaken. And we only need 8 hay bales, so 8 times 9 is 72. So we get 64 plus 8. There we go. Easily done. And so we'll make like a... We'll make 8 hay bales, 8 campfires, and then we'll make them like in a little pattern maybe, or just like a big... Yeah, what's the best way to do this? I guess like a square, or like a diamond or something. So, Another Ezra impossible. Hey, I said the same thing, Harrison. I said the same thing. 2 Ezras, 1 stream. I don't know what to think anymore. Also, always a great day when Toycat is live, says Jordan Mason or Masson. You know, I'm gonna believe that you're Jordan Mason and you mistyped your name. I know it's probable that you are just Jordan Masson. Oh god, that was weird. Okay, so now we're gonna place we're gonna have to be careful about this actually. So just stack up. Yeah, this can only go bad. If I jump up, okay, I burn. But then I stop burning when I do this. Okay, so I need to go 1 block down. So this is where the hate bales go. Where's the center of this even? Oh, I don't even know. Okay, so let's... Oh god, I forgot about that. Yeah, so let's find the center of this first, actually. That seems like a smart thing to do. And then let's, like, hate bale around her. But, like, not... Yeah, we want to go outwards some more. So, like, there, let's say. And then also here. And then also there. And then also here. And then also, just for fun, over here. And then one more just over here. It's so weird walking. Like, this is my 3rd person view. I'm... I'll be able to see this, like, immediately. Are you my daughter? Every couple of weeks she goes from sleeping at night to sleeping during the day. To sleeping at night again. Not fun for me, says Pat Merriman. Oh, God. Oh, God. Speaking of not fun for you, I am on fire. To the best of my knowledge, I am not your daughter. But what I can say is, yeah, that's, like, my default state of being is that. Like, I have to fight against it all the time. And it's like, when I fight against it, it, like, generally goes well for me. Wait, did the hay bales burn all the way? Oh, no. Can hay bales... Today I learned hay bales can burn that way. Okay, well, I guess I learned a valuable lesson about... You know, isn't it dumb that it can go... Oh, no, okay, we're fine. Are the campfires on fire? I didn't realize... Okay, so there we go. We got a little thing happening here. Oh, okay. So now we have to see... First of all, I wasted a lot of... Okay, but let's see if any of these burn. At all. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, and it's all gonna... Will they burn? Chat, do you think they're gonna burn? I have a suspicion they might. Yeah, I don't think that was a very smart idea. I think we just wasted 8 hay bales. If I'm being honest with you, I think the campfires themselves I don't think can fully burn though, so that's nice. Okay, so we learned, we lived. We're gonna place a few more campfires just to like triple down on my strategy here. So place dirt there, campfire here. Remove these blocks. We place glass between them or something, but we'll just leave it right now. And we'll see what it looks like. Oh god, it's dark and there's spiders and I hate both of those things. Hey! Thank you, Is the Pass Back, for becoming a member of the channel. Thank you for the support. It is lovely to know. Oh, look, see, there we go. Isn't it so much better? Even though, like, it's not going as high. Doesn't that look so much more volcano-y now? Like, it's a really tiny touch. But I love the little smoke plumes that you get right there. I think that's beautiful. This is my first donor, but I really enjoyed listening to you. Thank you very much, Senpai Niles. I think that like, compared to the number of people watching, I'm always shocked by like any number of like tips. Like, you know, most people are like, yeah, whatever, just listening. But like, I really appreciate that you enjoy these enough to give the 255. It means a lot, Senpai Niles. I hope you feel good about yourself tonight. You know, you should. If you don't, you're weird. Question, why use hay bales? What's so special about them? Oh, the hay bales give a higher, like, smoke, blah, 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 blah. I could put them in the center, but yeah, I love the way this looks. There's just something fun about this. Put the campfires lower and scattered around the perimeter of the lava pool. I kind of like it all being in the center, though. I like that it makes, like, one central fire. Maybe I'm the weird one. Maybe have it spill over the side. Yeah, I like that idea a little bit. Like, have it spill a tiny bit. over one of these sides. I guess down the side of the mountain. Okay, wait, we're gonna find the... Yeah, here is the place that makes the most sense. If we're just over here, it's a little bit of spillage. I wonder how far it would go. You know, let's find out. Oh no! I bet I broke. No! Please don't tell me. I'm so dumb. Okay, I didn't break a block that had signs on it because I would have broken the whole row of signs. Thank God I didn't. Also, I love that the fires are just always consuming all sides of the campfires. It's probably got some render issues. First, Toy Cat Tax.
First, Toy Cat Tax.
Oh, well, it's going to read it for me.
I enjoy listening to your opinions despite the fact that we disagree on many things. But real question is, will the lava and sign ceiling protect you from phantoms?
Oh, that's such a fun... I would love to... I think that it would protect you. They tried to go through it and they would die. But I want to find out. I genuinely don't know. I think it would be beautiful to know the answer, though. Like, when I do know, it'll be great. But also, Cookie MM, thank you for watching. I like that you watch, even though we disagree. I think, like, every now and then I hear from someone who's like, yeah, I fervently respect your opinions, but, like, isn't it weird how far apart we are on this? And I think that's so useful to me to be like, oh, yeah. There. Also, thank you, Violet, for becoming a channel member. That's my favorite orphan in a series of unfortunate events. And... probably top 5 color in the rainbow, so 10 out of 10. Wish I had a video of you reacting to my donations. You know, you tip enough, and I hear that gets made for you. I don't think that's a real thing, but I hear it happens anyway, even though it's not factual. Yeah, let's put some like obsidian like cold spots. That could be fun. Wait, can you fly out of the volcano? You can, even though you get lit on fire. It's not smart to do. But you better believe I do it anyway. Let's put some more dirt inside of a shulker box. I probably should just like take it straight from there. Whatever, we're not doing this right. So just throw that and that into the box. And then, oh god, which of these is it? Too many shulker boxes, that's what I say. And then we want to grab some netherrack. We'll just take a few stacks for now. And we'll finish up this little corner. I think I'll take some obsidian, because I think a little obsidian would add some niceness to this. I think some blackstone too, but that's a whole other thing. So, okay, how long do you mine things for projects? Many hours. If you ever watch one of my streams, I'll spend like 2 hours mining something, so I've got enough for a big project. But yeah, I'm glad people watch. Like, I like when people agree with me. Like, there's a niceness about that I can't doubt as a human. That it's nice to feel like everyone in the world shares your worldview, or shares at least a part of your worldview. We all differ pretty hugely, I'd say. It's weird when you don't differ to people around you. Like we talk about diversity a lot, and we forget about diversity of thought and diversity of opinion sometimes. They're like those are pretty key things actually. Like to disagree with people, to agree with people on some things but not others. To know that they're humans in spite of their differences. What an endgame problem, too many shulker boxes.
Mojang says they won't add stuff like pizza because it doesn't fit with the theme of Minecraft, but how about cake and cookies? They seem normal now, but
I heard that's cave and cookies. The cave and cookies update. Cake and cookies, yeah, no, the weird thing about Minecraft, when it's one dude, there's like some overarching vision that never has to be explained or written down. It doesn't even really need to exist. It just has to fit. So, and that's what you can do when you've got a guy making Minecraft. When you've got a team of people making Minecraft, there needs to be someone in charge of like, should this even be in the game? You did something great, sure, but should this be in the game? Like, there are a lot of modders working on Minecraft who have a whole different world of things they would love to add. But they don't go in the game because they would be mods, not real features. Even Jeb himself, like, Jeb literally added features that were previously mods into Minecraft. Even though he's the one that decides now, like, what does and doesn't go into Minecraft. And so it's a really tricky thing of, like, how do you kind of decide what is and what is not? Could you check your Elytra durability? Yeah, we're fine on Elytra. But like, so like that, I think that's the difference between then and now. You could just kind of, when you are one guy, when you are 3 guys, you can just add something, feel it out later, you know? But then much later, it's very different. Hey, honk, underscore, underscore. I love how the lines are shaking in honk. It reminds me of like the wave text in RuneScape. Like wave colon, or like wave 2 colon, yellow or green or whatever color that was. But thank you so much for becoming a support chat. I really appreciate you joining the club. And I love that you got a duck as your profile pic. Oh, because honk, I get it. Honk, honk, you're a duck, but not... Why? The 2 things that honk are cars and ducks, or geese, I guess. And I've always found that to be the most bizarre comment on our society. Do something not Minecraft related to be fun, says okay. I do geography streams on my 2nd channel. You ever want to watch one of those, you can. And that they're like pretty much entirely un-Minecraft related. But like the problem with YouTube is YouTube, because of their whole engagement focus, they don't know how to see different types of content on a channel, and so your whole channel is like viewed significantly. If you like putting stuff that you know a lot of your audience won't like, or even just a lot of your audience isn't on board with, like you need to find the thing to satiate your audience, whatever that thing may be, and as it changes. And there's a lot of bizarre incentives that you get from that I'm not going to dive into right now, but they're interesting to think about. A Mario Kart 8 stream would be fun. Man, yes, I can't wait for Nintendo to release a Mario Kart game, because those are my favorite games to chill and play. Just chill on some Mario Kart. Like, it's such a fun way to spend an evening. Like, I don't think anyone would want to watch a Mario Kart 8 stream at this point. I would like to be wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. But also, thank you very much, Mr. 5Shoot. Glad to be part of the Mr. Toycat Funny Number group. Where do you plan on moving in your world once we get the cave update? This is a question that I have put actually like a decent amount of thought into. I think the most likely option is to the east. You know where the UK map is and stuff like that? Like to the closest part of the world that isn't rendered in right now, and I think that's to the east. I think it'd also be the west, but like, PogChamp, thank you, honk. You know, not only are you a duck, but you also say PogChamp. You have 2 phrases, honk and PogChamp, and what a pair of phrases they are. What a pair of phrases they are. So I ordered McDonald's today, and I've been. In the UK, McDonald's is closed except for delivery. Like, you can literally only get it delivered, or I think drive-thrus too, but like, you know, do I have a car? Has that come up? Anyway, so, I got some McDonald's today. And every time I eat it, like, I think of all the people who are like, yep, objectively awful. And I think, like, man, what if they've missed the point here? You know? Also, we need to go see where the lava's been spilling. Okay, chat. Oh god, it's spilt everywhere. Oh god, it is spilt. I do like that look though. Isn't that crazy? I broke 1 block and we made that amount of lava. Okay, let's put it back now. We need a different block, clearly. We can't have it be spilling like that. Let's just put this block back. Do you want to watch lava drain for 5 minutes? Hey, thank you very much, Gregory. Everything like refreshes and takes a while. Gregory Dittrich. Hello, Mr. Cat. I'm supposedly getting a raise in February, so if that's the case, you can expect a new channel member. Hey, excited. I'm like floored by how many members we get every time we stream. Like, it makes me... It's one of the things that like really hypes and motivates me for streaming, and I appreciate you giving me a little incentive in that way. Also, the lava is not... Okay, I think we've got a problem here. Lava cast. Just keep the block, or else you have to replace the desert torches. Oh, you're right. Yep. You know... Oh, which block was it? I'm not sure anymore. We're gonna have to, you know, we're gonna lose a few more desert torches. Such is the price. You know, Chantal understands that, you know, it might not be what I want, but I want something else even less. Was it this one? Oh, help me, chat. I don't know what block it was. Oh no. I think, I don't want to remove another block. I also have to check if there's any signs coming off of here, because there should be, I think. Let's just confirm. Let's just like step down here, like Float down. Yeah, if I break that block, lava will start pouring. Does lava break torches? Yeah, lava, because it obviously takes up the blocks they're in. The one you just stood on. Are we sure it's the same one? What is your least favorite color of blue? Probably baby blue. That's my... I don't know what baby blue is, but I have the feeling it's that one. No, people, like... I think one of the things that made me assume I was colorblind is people would say navy blue, and it's like, so black. And they're like, no, it's a navy blue. And it's like, so like, a black. It's like, nah, navy blue. Okay, so... What block do we reckon it is? Is it this one here? I can check the coordinates. Please do, you know, we need to know. This is essential information. And then we can watch the lava pour as like our final big bang of the stream. Have you ever played or thought about playing Overwatch? I got an invite to play from, who was it? I think it was Squishy was like really enthusiastically like, hey, you should come do this. And I was like, no. Like I said it nicely though. Because like playing a new game is like such a, like I love the idea of new games. Trippy Pepper, good to see you. You came here at just the right time. Is this the block? We need to be sure. The worst blue is LED blue. You should add some sort of soul fire. Oh, that's a cool idea. Yeah, like light the place with some soul fire. That's a fun idea. Navy deep blue does look black. I'm glad we agree. There was a tip over the coordinates. Rip. Was it roughly? Okay, is this correct? This is huge. WTF? You like it? I made a very big Neverac mountain.
What is your favorite funny number?
My favorite funny number is 429, because that is the number. 428, because that's the number of channel members that we have. It's the top of the L. This part of the L? This part of the L? This, like, it's a backwards L. It's like an R more than an L. That's the block. Check Twitter. Okay, we got a tweet. We're gonna cross-reference an image. Mentions. Okay, I checked Twitter. I didn't find it. Yep, check Twitter. Nothing. I'm worried. I don't want to break a bunch of signs. Like, this one mistake can cause a lot of bad things. It doesn't matter, there are no signs attached to the top layer. Oh, are you right, Thomas A? Yeah, I guess you would be right. Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter, you're all. Screw it, guess we're burning more. Well, do you want to see some lava pour? I bet you do. Let's get a nice viewing angle from this, actually. Yeah, right here. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at the glory. I might as well have not placed the Neverac underneath it. I'm just realizing now. I'm about to witness some lava-based glory. And it's covering up the Neverac that I spent hours placing. Thank you, a capit woolist sheep, for becoming a channel member. High quality username. High quality username. Oh, it was. I did break the correct block. That's good news. So now we're gonna watch this as we outro the stream. This was super short. I know. Is an hour and 18 really short? It's short in the relative sense, but long in the sense that I enjoyed our time here together. It was a short stream, but honestly, I need to get things functioning correctly. And today is my last Vanguard. I've got a really early I've got a really early thing to do on Friday, Saturday, and Tuesday. So I need to get my sleep schedule in order for those things. And let's see if we can do it. Oh, look at this. Look at this. This is the glorious moment. Look at how I perfectly stream, you mean podcast, says Trippy Pepper. You like to use them as a podcast too, I see. No, I have a lot of fun hanging out, talking, and I'm glad you all came here and enjoyed it too. These are some of my favorite, just let's talk over Minecraft things that we do, and I hope you enjoyed it. I will be streaming tomorrow. That'll be a full, proper, normal stream. But for now, thank you for coming along. make that 429 channel members. Damn straight, capitalist sheep, because he's a sheep. So capitalist. You know, it's very funny. I appreciate it. And oh wait, is that torch going to be gone? Ah, well, it's apparently not, I guess, because it's... Is this one safe? Huh, yeah. It's very bizarre to see, but yeah, I think that one block of Nevrak caused this amount of chaos, and it's very cool to see. I like it. Probably has some performance issues. Ah, not my issue. Seeing that one torch not get destroyed was super satisfying. It really was, right? It really was. Thank you for coming along. Audriola, Jacqueline Smith, Ruben Van Straten, G. Bay, Alia Shea, Emily Fellows, Pat Merriman. The volcano inside looks fine to look at the ceiling. They're floating lava and fire campfires, and it becomes surreal and vaguely frightening. Yeah, I think I definitely need to do some glassing inside of there, but the glassing is it's a sensitive subject right now. Tomorrow I'll be finishing my end tunnel, I hope. We'll see. We'll see. Wait, before you leave, take more money. Thank you. Thank you, Atmos Firish. I love the collection of people we've got here, and thank you for choosing to be a part of it, even on days where Toy Cat is just insanely tired for no good reason. Tomorrow will be a better day than today, or maybe you'll die in a house fire. The only way to decide is to subscribe. Thank you for watching. This was a fun little bit of a project work on. I got my Minecraft fix, and I hope you got your Toy Cat fix, because I'll see you all next time. Goodbye. I'm trying my best to do it. I have to like fall. Oh, actually, on this hand I can do it. On this one I can't. Look at me. Yeah, I'm fun. Okay, goodbye.